We got some news, ladies and gentlemen. Brad Lambert and his representatives have been given permission to seek a trade. So Brad Lambert saying that he does not think that he has really an opportunity to do what he wants to do in his career here in Winnipeg. Understandable given the situation that Winnipeg is in. Brad Lambert is 21, probably needs NHL minutes, and that's just something that the Jets are not giving him right now as he is down with the Manitoba Moose. So Brad Lambert available. That's a big piece. That's one of Winnipeg's best prospects, scored his first NHL goal, this year against the Pittsburgh Penguins with the Jets. A very good player, drafted 30th overall in 2022. Now, Lambert carries some value, obviously, as, again, he's only 21. He is a prospect looking for some minutes, and I do wonder if he's a player the Jets could look to flip in a package for a player that can help them now, right? They obviously need some help in that top six pretty desperately, but I've compiled a few names here that I'm going to be talking about as possibilities, if guys that maybe the Jets are going to take a look at. All of these players have had their names out there as, somewhat available at least, or, a guy that is speculated as teams are looking to move, right? So we're going to be talking about those guys in this video, and why not start off with the first player? Jordan Kyrou is who we're going to be talking about first here today. St. Louis Blues right winger, 6'1", 196. Very fast player. He's got 6 goals, 5 assists for 11 points in 19 games this year. There has been a lot of talk about the Blues possibly moving Kyrou. He was already sat once this season. He is a name that I could see out there for the Jets, and a guy that would check a lot of boxes for type of player that the Jets need. Obviously, losing Nikolai Ehlers, this offseason was a big blow to that top six. Kyrou brings that speed, the skill, and I think this would be a really nice add. I'm sure at least the Jets are going to kick tires on this, with St. Louis. There are a few obstacles with Kyrou, but ones that I think could be lifted. The big obstacle here is that he has a full no-move clause, so if Kyrou doesn't want to come to the Jets, even if St. Louis and Winnipeg came towards a deal, Kyrou would be able to axe a trade if he wanted to. Now, Kyrou, pretty desperate to get out of his current situation, it sounds, and the Blues seem to be, having a fire sale this year, not the year that they were hoping for, and with Kyrou out there at a very digestible $8.125 million cap hit, I think that he would be a perfect fit here in Winnipeg. Kyrou's coming off of a year where he scored 36 goals and put up 70 points. This is an offensive monster, and right now in St. Louis, it is just not working out there, and a change of scenery seems to be on the horizon for him. I think this would be a perfect add here in Winnipeg if they're able to swing it. It's going to cost more than just Brad Lambert, obviously. It's going to have to be a pretty large package, and, who knows if the Blues are going to want to move him in division, but I do think that if the Jets are able to swing a deal here, it's absolutely worth it. You have him for term. He's young enough to where, the contract really isn't a problem. The cap's going up, so the $8 million isn't even that bad. $8 million is the new $6 million, and, getting a player like Jordan Kyrou that can play in your top six, can play on your top line even, if need be, come on now, that's a slam dunk. This is my number one hope here, and I hope that the Jets are able to, bring in a player like this, and they're going to need to if they want to contend this year. Moving on to the next player here that I'm going to be talking about is Alex Tuch. He is a UFA, one of the only intriguing UFAs left on the board here. With Buffalo struggling this season, probably not going to be in playoff contention, I do wonder if they look to move him. 6'4", 218, big, fast, physical, scoring right winger for you. This year in Buffalo, he's played 20 games. He's put up 16 points, 7 goals, 9 assists. He's a very good player here. Former first-round pick of the Minnesota Wild in 2014, 29 years old. And, hey, what a hell of an add this would be to the Jets' top six, right? Now, Tuch is a little bit different here as, he doesn't have the term that Jordan Kyrou has, obviously with him being a UFA, but his contract is much more digestible as well at $4.75. And not only that, but he's only got a 5-team no-trade clause, so, it's very possible that the Jets are on that list, but with him being a UFA, He wants to go somewhere where he can win. If the Jets and Sabres come together on a deal, you know, he can axe it if he wants, but with him being a UFA, he can come over and, you know, see what he wants to do. Worst case, he can go sign back with Buffalo in the offseason if he really wants to, right? Or to anybody. But, you know, if you're a UFA, it's a little bit easier to persuade them to waive those no-move clauses if they think they have a chance to win. Alex Tuch is coming off of a year where he played a full season with the Sabres, 82 games, 36 goals, 67 points on the year. He's a big part of that Sabres team, and the Sabres haven't really shown a ton of interest to get rid of him in the past. I would imagine that they're going to try to sign him, but at this point in Alex Tuch's career, are you signing long-term with the Buffalo Sabres in the state that they are in? I'm not so sure. If he wants to go win, he has to go elsewhere. Hey, there's a wide open spot in the top 6 if Alex Tuch wants to come over here. If the Jets and Sabres are able to swing a deal, this is a Sabres team that could probably use a guy like Brad Lambert. You know, they're trying to win. I think Brad is, you know, NHL ready. I think that he'd fit in their lineup. It would be, obviously, again, more than just Lambert going the other way. But Buffalo moving Alex Tuch to Winnipeg, with him being a rental, I think it would be a little bit cheaper, possibly, than a Jordan Kyrou. It's hard to say. I don't want to guess, you know, values or anything at this point in the season, but Alex Tuch to Winnipeg would be a very nice add. And the last player we're going to be talking about today is Owen Tippett, 26-year-old winger from the Philadelphia Flyers. This season, 18 games played, 6 goals, 5 assists for 11 points. Same stat line as Jordan Kyrou, former first-round pick from the Florida Panthers in 2017, 10th overall. This is a player that, again, fits very nicely into what Winnipeg needs, and this is a guy I could definitely see them going after. Now, he is in year 2 of an 8-year extension, so there is a long time left on this deal. Only $6.2 million per year, though, on the AAV. That's extremely digestible. Adam Lowry just got paid $5 million, right? Owen Tippett getting $1.2 million more. That's an absolute bargain. That might make him more expensive, but it doesn't make him any less, you know, coveted out there. His name's been floating around. He is a very good offensive player, but with the Flyers not really, you know, being in contention right now, you know, I'm sure there's a ton of teams poking around at least to see if Owen Tippett's available. I'm not 100% sure if I believe he's available, but his name's been floating out there a little bit, and with, you know, lots of term left, nice contract, good top 6 player, I think this is somebody that the Jets could be looking at for sure. He may not have the numbers, you know, career-wise that Tuch and Kyrou have had. It doesn't really pop off the page as much, but still very solid, and it's still a top 6 player. 77 games last year for the Flyers, 20 goals, 43 points on the year. Very, you know, skilled player that would fit in the Jets' top 6 very nicely. A big upgrade over what they have right now. And I just really like Tippett, you know, just quick, smart player. A couple years ago when he was a UFA, I made comparisons to him, you know, playing with Adam Lowry, and just, you know, how much fun that would be. Here we are a couple years later, and I still think he would be so much fun playing with Adam. So we'll see what happens, see if Tippett's actually out there, but that's a name to watch for sure. I think that would be a really nice grab for Winnipeg for a lot of reasons, but definitely would help them right now. But these are 3 names that I think the Jets could look at, you know, moving Brad Lambert and pieces for. You know, there's a lot more names out there, but if we're talking about win now, I think that these are the 3 players that the Jets will be at least kicking tires on, taking a peek at. But what do you guys think? Who is your favorite out of the 3? Who did I forget? Who do you want the Jets to go trade Brad Lambert for in a package? Let me know down below. That's all I got today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm out of here. Go Jets, go. Bye-bye.